You think $1 million will solve your life. But what if I told you the moment you reach it, your problems do not disappear. They evolve. And most people who get there are completely unprepared for what comes next. Watch closely, because if you do not understand this now, you might spend years chasing a goal that changes everything in ways you never expected. You think $1 million will fix everything. That is the belief that keeps you working late, skipping weekends, and saying no to things you actually care about. You imagine a version of your life where stress disappears, people respect you more, and every decision feels easy. But no one tells you what really happens when you get there. Let me show you. At the beginning, it is simple. You are trying to survive. Bills feel heavy. Savings feel impossible. You calculate everything. You check your bank account before making even small decisions. You tell yourself, once I reach 1 million, I will finally breathe. So you start pushing harder. You take extra shifts. You learn new skills online. You try freelancing. Maybe you start a small online store. Maybe you fail a few times. Actually, you fail many times. That is where the struggle begins. You watch others succeed online. They talk about easy money, fast growth, passive income. It sounds simple, but your reality feels different. You try dropshipping. Your first product does not sell. You try freelancing. No clients respond. You try content creation. No one watches. You start questioning yourself. Maybe I am not smart enough. Maybe I am too late. Maybe this only works for other people. That doubt grows quietly, but it becomes heavy. Still, you keep going. Not because it feels good, but because stopping feels worse. Then something changes. Not everything at once. Just one small win. Your first client pays you $50. Then $100. Then $500. You realize something important. Money online is not magic. It is a system. And once you understand the system, things start moving faster. Here is the truth most people miss. The journey to $1 million is not about luck. It is about building income streams that can grow without trading all your time. Let us break that down simply. Step 1. Learn a skill that solves a real problem. You do not need 10 skills. You need one valuable skill. Examples: writing sales emails for businesses, editing short videos, for social media designing simple websites, running ads for small companies. These are skills businesses are already paying for. You can learn them online for free or at low cost. The mistake people make is learning without applying. Instead, learn and immediately offer your service. Step 2. Start small and get paid fast. Do not wait to feel ready. Go to platforms where people are already hiring. Freelance marketplaces, social media pages of small businesses, local business owners. Send simple messages. Hello, I help businesses get more customers using short videos. I noticed your page is not posting consistently. I can help you create engaging content. Most people will ignore you. That is normal. One person will reply. That is enough to start. Step 3. Turn active income into scalable income. This is where things start changing. If you only work for money, you stay stuck. You need something that grows without you working every hour. Examples: sell a digital product like a guide or template, create a simple online course about your skill, build a small content page that earns through ads or affiliate links. For example, if you learn video editing, you can work with clients, active income, sell video editing presets, scalable income, teach beginners how to edit, another scalable income stream. Now your effort multiplies. Step 4. Reinvest instead of upgrading your lifestyle. This is where emotional tension becomes real. When money starts coming in, you feel tempted to spend. Better phone, better clothes, better everything. But here's the difference between people who stop at comfort and those who reach 1 million. They reinvest. They spend on better tools, marketing, learning, advanced skills, hiring small help. It feels uncomfortable because you delay gratification again. But this is what builds momentum. Then one day it happens. You check your total net worth, savings, investments, business income. It crosses 1 million. For a moment, everything feels quiet. You expect fireworks. You expect a dramatic change. But instead, you feel something unexpected. Clarity. You realize money did not remove all problems. It changed them. Before, your problem was survival. Now, your problem is direction. What do you build next? Who do you become? What actually matters? That is when everything truly changes. Because the real reward was never the number. It was the person you had to become to reach it. Disciplined, patient, focused, resilient. And now you understand something most people never do. Making money online is not about chasing quick wins. It is about building systems, skills, and habits that keep working even when you feel tired. So if you are at the beginning, struggling, doubting, and feeling stuck, you are not behind. You are exactly where the process begins. And the version of you that reaches 1 million is being built right now, one small decision at a time. And here is the part no one prepares you for. After you reach 1 million, the world starts treating you differently. Opportunities come faster. People listen more carefully. Conversations change. But inside, a new pressure begins. You start thinking, what if I lose it? That thought stays in the background of everything you do. Before, you were chasing money. Now you are protecting it. And that creates a different kind of stress. You begin to notice patterns. The people who lose money after reaching it usually stop doing the things that got them there. They become comfortable. They stop learning. They stop adapting. They start assuming the system will keep working forever. But the online world changes fast. What worked last year can stop working this year. So the real game after 1 million is not earning more. It is staying sharp. This is where most people either grow or slowly fall back. If you want to keep building, you need to evolve your approach. Let us make it practical. Level up step 1. Build systems, not just income. At the start, you did everything yourself. Now you need systems. Instead of editing every video, you create a process and hire someone. Instead of writing every message, you create templates. Instead of chasing clients, you build inbound leads through content. Example, if you run a freelance service, turn it into a small agency. You handle strategy. Someone else handles execution. Another person manages communication. Now your income is not limited by your time. Level up step 2. Focus on assets that grow. At this stage, income alone is not enough. You need assets. Assets are things that grow in value or keep paying you. Examples, a content channel that brings traffic every day. A digital product that sells automatically. Investments that compound over time. Instead of asking, how can I make money this month? You start asking, what can I build that pays me for years? That shift changes everything. Level up step 3. Protect your time ruthlessly. Time becomes more valuable than money. You start saying no more often. No to distractions. No to low-value work. No to opportunities that look good but do not align. This feels uncomfortable at first, but it is necessary because growth at this level depends on focus, not effort. Level up step 4. Keep learning what the market needs. The market rewards relevance. If you stay useful, you stay valuable. So you keep observing. What businesses are struggling with? What skills are becoming important? What problems people are willing to pay to solve? For example, if attention is moving toward short videos, you adapt. If businesses need automation, you learn it. You do not chase trends blindly. You follow demand. And then something deeper happens. You stop seeing money as the goal. You start seeing it as a tool to create freedom, a tool to build things, a tool to solve bigger problems. But here is the final truth. Reaching 1 million does not make you successful. Becoming someone who can create value again and again, in any situation, that is real success. Because markets change, platforms change, opportunities change. But if you understand how to learn, build, and adapt, you will always find a way forward. So if you are still on your way, still struggling, still trying to figure things out, do not focus only on the number. Focus on the process. Learn one skill. Solve one problem. Help one person. Earn $1. Then repeat. Again and again. Because everything changes after 1 million. But the path to get there is built long before you ever see it, and if you stay on this path long enough, something even more unexpected begins to happen. You stop chasing intensity. In the beginning, everything felt urgent. You wanted fast results, fast money, fast proof that you were on the right path. But now, you start valuing consistency over excitement. You realize that most real wealth was built slowly, through boring actions repeated over time. That changes how you work. You no longer jump from one idea to another. You pick one direction and stay with it longer than most people can tolerate. That is where separation happens, because most people quit right before things start compounding. Let us make this real again. Imagine two people starting at the same point. Both learn the same skill, like content creation. The first person posts for 2 weeks, gets low views, feels discouraged, switches to something else. The second person posts for 6 months, studies what works, improves each week, builds a small but loyal audience. At first, there is no visible difference, but over time, the gap becomes massive. The second person starts getting clients reaching out, brand deals, sales from their own products. This is how compounding looks in real life. Slow, invisible, then suddenly obvious. And this leads to another shift. You stop asking, what is the fastest way to make money? You start asking, what is worth doing for the next 5 years? Because anything that works long-term will outperform short-term wins. Now the suspense becomes personal. You start looking at your current situation and asking, am I building something that can grow? Or am I just staying busy? That question is uncomfortable because it forces honesty. So here is a simple way to check yourself. Look at how you spend your time. Are you learning something valuable, creating something useful, reaching people who need it? Or are you scrolling, overthinking, waiting for the perfect idea? The difference between those two paths is not small. It is everything. At this stage, your identity changes again. You stop seeing yourself as someone trying to make money. You start seeing yourself as someone who builds value. And that identity makes decisions easier. Because now you ask, does this help me grow? Does this help others? Does this move me forward? If the answer is no, you move on quickly. And here is the final layer most people never reach. You understand that money is a byproduct. Value creates income. Attention creates opportunity. Consistency creates trust. And trust is what turns effort into results. So when someone asks, why does everything change after 1 million? The real answer is simple. Because you change. Your thinking becomes sharper. Your actions become intentional. Your patience becomes stronger. And once that shift happens, you are no longer chasing money. You are building something that naturally produces it. Now, the only question left is this. Are you going to wait until everything feels perfect? Or are you going to start building, even if it feels slow, uncertain, and uncomfortable? Because the path is not hidden. It is just ignored by most people who give up too early. And the moment you decide to stay on it, that is when everything quietly begins to change. So let us bring everything together. You started with pressure, doubt, and the constant feeling that you were behind. You struggled through failed attempts, slow progress, and moments where quitting felt easier than continuing. But along the way, you learned something powerful. Money is not built in one moment. It is built through skills that solve real problems. It is built through small actions repeated daily. It is built through patience when results are invisible. And when you finally reach that 1 million mark, everything changes. Not because of the money itself, but because of who you had to become to earn it. Disciplined when it was hard. Focused when distractions were everywhere. Consistent when motivation was gone. And that version of you is unstoppable. So here's what matters now. Do not wait for the perfect time. Do not wait to feel ready. Do not wait for someone to give you permission. Start where you are. Learn one skill. Take one action. Help one person. Then repeat. Because the difference between people who dream and people who achieve is simple. One group waits. The other starts. And if this message gave you clarity, motivation, or even a small shift in how you see your future, make sure you take action right now. Subscribe so you do not miss the next step in your journey. Like this video so more people can find it. Share it with someone who needs this reminder today. Your future is not built someday. It is built today. One decision at a time.